1 in 10 women in the UK have endometriosis, a condition where tissue similar to the lining of the uterus grows outside of the uterus, often causing period and pelvic pain. This condition affects 1.5 million of females living in the UK and a whopping 176 million worldwide. Despite the condition being fairly common, it takes an average of 8 years from onset of symptoms to a diagnosis. This is partly due to a lack of awareness in the general public. However, poor education in medical professionals also exacerbates this issue. A 2020 report by the All-Party Parliamentary Group found that, prior to receiving a diagnosis of endometriosis, 58% of women visited the GP over 10 times because of their symptoms, while 53% went to A&E in pain without receiving a diagnosis. It is clear that something needs to change to ensure that women with endometriosis receive a diagnosis earlier, and indeed, the UK government have committed to reducing diagnosis times to an average of 4 years by 2025. However, there are many other issues with the treatment of endometriosis that go unaddressed. For example, 58% of those with endometriosis expressed a desire for fertility support and treatment, but were not offered it, despite the fact that the condition doubles the risk of infertility, and roughly 30 to 50% of infertile women have endometriosis. Women with endometriosis are more likely to experience mental health problems, like anxiety or depression. Indeed, 81% of those with the condition feel like it has impacted their mental health negatively or very negatively. However, despite the fact that 9 in 10 women with endometriosis would have liked access to psychological support, they are not currently offered this by the NHS. Endometriosis is a complex and lifelong chronic condition, and a diagnosis can be difficult to comprehend for women. However, 7 in 10 women with endometriosis do not receive any written information about their condition when they are diagnosed. Women are often told about their diagnosis verbally soon after surgery and struggle to properly process this information as they are still under the influence of general anaesthetic. Without written information, they are left without advice on how to manage their condition. In the recent All-Party Parliamentary Group report on endometriosis, Chair MP Sir David Amess wrote that, without investment in research, a reduction in diagnosis time, and appropriate NHS pathways, those with endometriosis will continue to face huge barriers in accessing the appropriate support at the right time. It is obvious that more needs to be done by the government and the healthcare system to improve the currently substandard medical treatment of women with endometriosis.